Oh, God.
Yeah! Welcome back, everybody,
Woo!
to session 2 of State of Anarchy. I hope everyone who was not able to catch session 1, Granny's Gone Wild, are able to catch it now, or have caught it, or whatnot, whatever. Grab a granny, that's all I can say. Yeah, welcome to everybody for session 2. Thank you to everyone who is watching so far, which I think is pretty much just us, is it not? Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
At this point, Rosewood, unless something happens, Rosewood will not be joining us this evening. He is unfortunately feeling unwell, and we do have a thing if players are unwell. They don't have to show up, clearly. So, also a big shout out to May for showing up even though they feel unwell. They are not here under coercion or anything, I promise. Right, May?
You know what to say. Say it properly.
Stick to the script. Stick to the script.
So, who vaguely remembers what happened last time? Because I do this wonderful thing where I ask the players, what do you remember about what happened last time?
Introduction.
Do we get anything for doing it?
I mean,
a sense of achievement.
The sense of achievement.
I'm only doing this if I get a reward.
Damn mercy.
Who knows? Who knows what might be in it for you? Maybe I'll think of some arbitrary reward for you.
Suggestive.
Suggestive. To anyone who is listening in chat, please let me know if we are too loud, too quiet. I know, just making sure that all tech issues are resolved.
I'm pretty sure we're still sounding good from yesterday.
Yeah, I changed things around so it should just be coming through as Discord in the audio. So when I play music, well, actually, the teaser reel will run in the break, which is almost 5 minutes. But if I need to run music or whatever, you guys won't be over the top of it. So
yeah,
that had been the plan to figure out.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of a reward. We can see. Who knows? Maybe there might be inspiration in it for you.
Good. I don't look at me to remember anything, because I don't remember anything except chicken nuggets, grandmas, and Val running around in circles for ages.
I know May
And also
took
mosquitoes.
one whole note.
Thumbs it up.
One whole note for the whole campaign. Anybody?
I don't read me.
All right. Well, we
I can't
arrived.
see you at all.
We arrived
Yeah,
at the ship. Everybody got on board, and then half the party spent 2 hours role playing with some rocker grannies. And then we saw a dark cloud in the sky, and had to go see to that.
Sounds about right.
Do I need to get more comprehensive than that?
I mean, okay, so
Well, May and Bal were making a quick,
Get away.
jump onto the boat, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
trying to avoid certain individuals.
getting out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm. Certain authorities, yep. And Rick found it quite sus, as one might say.
Not Sussy Barker.
Just wait, let me find the vents in this ship.
So, what I remember is Breeze and Bao were first seen racing away from some kind of drama in the marketplace. They got caught behind Sebastian and Hasa, who were trying to negotiate with Quartermaster. Oh gosh, it helps if I don't choke on my own saliva. They were trying to negotiate with Quartermaster Henry Gruber for allowing the giant stone companion, Ash, to be allowed aboard the ship as opposed to in the cargo bay. That was all negotiated. The grannies were led on board. Bow and Breeze were on board. Meanwhile, on deck, Rick and Crisis were taking in the views and figuring out their next moves while also figuring out that they would be on board this ship with criminals. Some shenanigans passed. Breeze asked a granny and was inducted into the Hall of Grannies after borrowing a gnome grandchild and a butterscotch or two, along with an agreement to play some card games with the grannies after dinner that evening. You kind of all spent your evening doing things, getting to know the raving grannies, learning a few things. You ended up having breakfast with the grannies as well, in which you learned that they're also masters at getting them counterfeited into the wills of rich men to gain their fortunes, because these grannies be hard. After that, I believe there might be some bits missing in there. Oh, that's right. With dinner the night before, Bao did watch a chef, a lottle chef, cut off his own tail, which did cause a little bit of panic, but apparently he's just overworked and he does this every 3 months or so.
Probably ate the tail afterwards.
Yep, Bao ate the tail afterwards. Rick, after all of this, was already suspicious of Bao, and over the next day, evening and day, was watching Bao, foiled his attempt to steal some shiny baubles off of Hasa's belt as Hasa, Sebastian, and Breeze decided to make the trio of power and make a pact to help each other and figure out, I don't know what they figured out, but they at least knew each other, and it was awkward for everyone involved, because it would seem that
We figured out just to travel together. And that was
just
it.
agree to
It's like,
travel
well,
together.
You don't know what you're doing, and we don't know what we're doing, so let's just
travel
hang
together
out.
because we vaguely know each other's names, and hey, your dad's a famous bard and my mum's a famous bard, so let's be famous bard children together. So at this point, you're a 3-piece band.
Oh yeah, we're forming a band.
Yeah, you're forming a band. I believe
They call the Bardstards.
Bardstards, yes. I don't think that's what was agreed upon, but we'll see if that sticks.
No?
I
You
kind of
sure?
like it. The Bardstard sounds, that's pretty cool.
I believe Rick stopped chasing Bao around, but Bao had just had his whole dose of the zoomies for the day, and I believe we left him locked in a bathroom when Ash came over and alerted Hasa that there was something upon the horizon. Thank you, Evil One, for the subscribe. Yes, there was a dark cloud on the horizon, and as they came out and had a bit of a look, Breeze identified that these were stirges, although they were a lot further south than they should have been, considering these are normally mountain cave-dwelling creatures, so a little bit further south than anticipated. Thank you, Tyrant Dungeon, as well. You didn't need to do that, but thank you. And so I believe that little Granny Gladys, armed herself with her little black cat. Thank you for the subscribe. God. Gladys, armed with her little black cat revolver that she pulled out of her little carpet bag, headed out onto the deck to take care of the cloud that is imminently incoming. So I believe that is actually where we are. You are on deck. You are ready to be beset upon by the creatures of vampiric intent.
So basically, we basically said the same thing in our recaps, you know?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nearly
Pretty
exactly.
much. Exactly.
Word for word.
So I get an inspiration, of course.
I was actually saying pretty much what you said, but even more. But my mic was broken. So
I'm actually I'm a little stunned thanks to all of you guys. I know all of you for subscribing, so thanks for that. But you actually started a hype train.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Hello, Tigress. Yes, no. This will go on YouTube, so you can catch it over there if you can't catch all of it tonight or most of it tonight. So, welcome, Tigress. Welcome,
Yes.
everybody. So, excuse me while I finish my ice cream. So there is a dark cloud descending upon you. I believe Hasa had made their way onto deck. I think Crisis was making his way onto deck. However, I'm going to rule, because just for everyone watching at home as well, when a player is not here, I do not play them. I don't Jaeger them unless they have specifically asked somebody else to Jaeger their character. Usually their character finds a way to not be in the scene. So at this moment, I'm going to say that he left his gun in his room and he has gone to grab it. So he won't
So-
do this.
Yep.
Let me get this
He'll
straight.
defend the lower decks.
There's only 2 characters I'd say in this group that are very combat efficient, and one of them misplaced his gun.
He left it downstairs
Hey.
during breakfast.
He was a bit sleepy and forgot, okay?
Yeah, no, he left it.
Could be fun, is all I'm saying.
He left it
I reckon
downstairs
we're
during
gonna
breakfast.
sell it.
However, I believe that Sebastian and Breeze were heading out onto the deck. I
Yeah,
think.
so Hasa heard the
100% of not.
alarm essentially from Ash, went out to investigate, saw that.
Yep.
Everyone else came out, figured out what was going on. I believe Sebastian and Breeze were hesitant to come out. They were like, we should get the guards on the boat. And I'm like, we are the guards on the boat.
I don't know about you, but I was not paid to be the guard on this boat.
Yeah.
I think I said that my magic works better from behind glass.
Yes, so these two were hesitant. Hasa jumped right to the front like a fucking idiot. And I don't know what Rick was doing. I think Valcor can fill us in there.
Rick actually spotted him. That's when we left off, so... Everyone! Find some cover!
Find some cover.
And Rick's gonna run into the kitchen.
I have a
Okay, you're
question,
running for the
Boo.
kitchen.
Yeah,
He's
I have
already
a
looting.
I have a question, Boo, before this gets railed into combat
Yep.
eventually.
Yeah.
With Bal's passive perception of 13, does he hear anything, all of the noises up above or outside of the buzzing, or is it too quiet or like too overshadowed by waves or whatever?
Being in the lower decks of the ship, you probably are mostly actually hearing the sound of the engines. They're pretty quiet. They are Arcana engines, but ether
But he's
engines.
like at the other side of the ship.
Yeah,
near the
and
point.
the stirges don't make a lot of noise anyway. They're not like a flock of galahs or cockatoos.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I know that.
That is screaming death heading your way with that one.
But once Granny starts opening up on them with her automatic
Yes.
machine gun, maybe then
once
Val can hear what's going on.
Yeah, once there is gunfire or something like this. Actually, it depends, because Rick spotted them. Breeze, you told Hasa what they were? Question mark? Let me just...
I think I shouted to everybody what they were.
Okay, you shouted. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So chances are, after about a minute or so, you would have actually heard people screaming and running, the sound of running in the corridors, Bao, from inside your toilet home.
From his position on deck, can Hasa see the next floor up, like the engine room and the bridge and everything?
Sorry, please repeat.
from his position on the deck, can Hasa see the piloty bridge room place?
Yeah, you would be able to see the windows, definitely.
Does it look any more or less reinforced than the current floor or the floor below me?
There's no actual windows on the current deck that you're on. There's only the double door, which is a bulkhead door. Yes, there's only the bulkhead door there, so which does have small porthole windows, but the glass of the actual of the upper deck is it looks slightly thicker than normal glass, but not too much. It doesn't look like it's reinforced or anything like that.
Right,
with wire.
compared to the other windows, which would be.
Yes, the other windows which are going to would come in more contact with direct water and things like this they are reinforced.
Right, so if a large amount of these things were to go towards the bridge, they'd be able to break the glass if there was enough of them or something.
Potentially, yes.
All right. Can I say that when he realizes this, Hasa would have sent Ash to basically stand guard at the top? See if he can maneuver his way up top?
It's more the fact I don't know if the stairs will support his weight.
How tall is the staircase? How high up does the next floor go?
It's at least 8 feet, because you have to be able to stand in this
right,
dining area.
Then I dare say that Ash could just climb up the banister.
Okay.
Because he himself is that tall, so...
So you're going to have him pull himself up like the Hulk?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
The chest on his back is latched. It won't swing open if he stands up or anything, but he will attempt to climb up.
Okay, roll me a dex for Ash then to see if he can pull himself up. Well,
I will actually pump those brakes there because the upgrade I have given Ash at the beginning of this campaign is all-terrain. He has a climb speed.
Nice. Okay, he climbs up and stands
Awesome.
in front of the window.
Yeah, so I'm going to pop him here so that if he spots any stirges going for the crew, then he would be able to intercept, or at least try to.
Okay, sure.
At least from the front. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool, and that'll be my positioning.
Yep. Okay, I will get everyone to roll initiative. I love the fact that little old Granny's just standing in the middle of the on her own.
Yeah, 3 of our party, technically 4, are under the fucking deck, out of the way, and then there's just this little old grandma in the middle of the deck.
I will be able to show everyone because this is my art for her, so I'll show everyone at home.
I mean, I'm technically within combat range, right? You're just behind
inside,
some glass.
Yes. Yeah, you're in.
Yeah, okay.
So everyone,
Cool.
This is Gladys Gumption.
Of course it's Gumption.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Nice.
I love that name.
So roll initiative. I'll roll for initiative for her. Gladys, that was terrible. And then I need to.
You had one job, Gladys.
I need to.
Actually, that's a good point. Initiative. Okay.
I can't find my glasses. They're in my bag here somewhere.
Okay, I just have to make some things visible because that would be helpful, right?
That might be useful, yeah.
The ibis are fighting as well.
Oh, the ibis is definitely not fighting. She's not a fighter. She's a lover, not a fighter. Okay, so these I do just have to roll.
I'm assuming, I think you mentioned between sessions that these guys are going all at once.
Yes, they'll go on the same initiative. So this is great. This is a great place to be. Hasa's like, I'm in danger. It's fine. However, so as the cloud of
Do we have any time, sorry to interrupt, do we have any time before they get us, or get to us during initiative?
They have a general movement speed like everything else, basically. So where they are currently, is how far away from you that they are, if that makes sense. So
10 feet.
roughly 10 feet, yes.
Oh, okay.
I think in
But-
Haas's case, he was asking so that he could spend like 3 or 4 turns lighting them up with a gun or throwing grenades or something.
Even one turn throwing something before they reached us.
Well, you do fall in the initiative before they do. So.
All right, no worries.
So, the dark cloud descends upon you, shadowing the purplish sunlight, almost like a dark smoke cloud that you can hear the sound of their leathery wings as they hit the deck. Rick, you were in the kitchen. You made your way to the kitchen. You swung the door open, pushed past Sebastian, raced for the kitchen.
Grab myself a fry pan.
The head chef did protest a little, but allowed you to grab a fry pan.
Okay. Now do I
It's
get
already looting.
Yep.
do I get to move back now?
Because you moved before initiative, I will allow you to have your full movement if you would like.
Cool.
That is not a door, sir.
Yeah, keeping in mind the doors.
Sebastian is standing in front of the door.
Well, yeah, because last we left off, I was calling Crisis out to the
Yep.
deck.
And Crisis swore and ran for his room because he left his gun down there. Poor planning for someone who is apparently a crack shot with a pistol or a rifle. So, yes, Rick, I will allow you to race through. By the way, if anyone wants to know where the doors are on this map, this is the door. This and the purple things are the door. These things here are doors, and this is the door.
Oh, I thought this was a window.
These blue things here are windows. So you were kind of like in a fishbowl kind of situation in the kitchen.
So what are... Hang on. So what's this?
That is a wall. Yes, that is a
Okay,
wall.
are these glass? Can I see through it?
There is glass in these two doors, yes.
Okay, so I can see onto the deck.
You can see onto the deck, yes.
Okay, cool.
So basically, if you've got 30 feet of movement, Rick, you can get just outside the cafeteria.
I'm going to dash, so
Okay, yep.
yeah. I've gone out this side.
Yep.
Another. Right next to Gladys.
Okay, you bolt out the doors and
Get
skid
inside,
twist.
ma'am.
You see her, she looks at you. Oh dear, no. I haven't had this much fun in ages, she says as you hear her cocking the pistol.
I love her so much.
Her little carpet
Breezy's-
bag is swinging from her elbow.
Breeze is slightly offended because she thought the game last night was a lot of fun. It's wow.
So is that everything you can do, Rick?
That will be it. I just dashed and yeah.
Okay. Hasa, what would you like to do?
Are these ones around us on the board right now the only ones we can see?
At the moment, the cloud has descended upon the whole deck. There do seem to be some up that are currently harassing Ash and the glass. If I can help with that, we'll go. Let's see if I can do this. It would help if I am adept at what I'm doing, which we all know that I'm not at this point. We've got a couple over here too, up on the deck harassing Ash. Over here.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So he'll maintain his command to defend top deck with Ash, but
Yep.
I am going to take this opportunity
Mhm.
to... shit. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to. All right. Before any of them get to me, you watch as Hasa pulls a few things out of his bag,
Yep.
quickly pulls them apart, builds them together into one big amalgamation, and almost injects himself with some weird liquid. I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay, sure.
So I gain 5 temp HP, and till the temp HP runs out or my spell ends, anything that hits me takes 5 gold damage.
5 cold damage.
If it's a melee attack, I believe it has to be.
Okay, I will put a little blue marker on yours so that we know that you've got cold damage.
Doesn't. There we go.
Nice. So you power up and you, Rick, you see that this young man that you're not 100% sure you haven't. I don't think you've actually introduced yourself to him. I think you have you. I think you.
We spoke, but I
Yeah.
don't think we introduced one another.
You watch as. What does it look like when you're injecting yourself? By the way, Hasa.
It's just like a quick emergency injection kind of thing, like an EpiPen,
Okay.
but with a exchangeable kind of vial at the end.
You watch as he shoves a needle into, I'm assuming, your arm.
Yeah.
Into his arm, and then you watch as this frost starts to flow from his shoulders and start to curl its way across the deck, almost like he is enrobed in this white fog cloud. And is there anything else you'd like to do, Hasa?
Yeah, if possible. I believe I specified it at the end of last session, but I'll just make sure that I've pointed this out. I'm going to doff the bag and pull out my shield.
Take off the... Yep, so you've unlatched your shield, put your shield on, and you've thrown your bag to one side?
Yep, and he unfolds his spare arms.
Yep. Not only has he taken on Rick, this young man taken on this weird spectral frost cloud cloak, you watch as 2 arms, so he now has 4 arms, unfold from his back as he straps a shield, to a buckler shield to one arm, I believe. It's a buckler, yes?
It's a ballistic shield, so it's like a riot shield.
Okay. You watch as he straps a riot shield and hunkers down, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Breeze!
Okay, so I will look across at these lots, and I think... And you say there are some in the air as well?
There are still some in the air. I just haven't put them on the map yet.
Okay, so I would like to try to get as many of these as possible. I would like to cast Fairy Fire
Yep.
over, sort of in that direction.
In this direction? Okay, yep.
Yeah, and then like if there are ones above them there as well, yes.
Yep, so where is your point of origin you want it to start
I think
from?
if I'm just looking at these ones here, 20 feet would cover all these, right? If I put it sort of generally in the middle,
Like,
and then if I do it like slightly above, so
so
yeah,
you want
so
from here down to here, basically.
yeah, but then I'll do it above their heads, like 10 feet or whatever, or within 20 feet above, so it just hits them.
Yep.
But also gets anything that's above it by whatever as well.
Sure. Okay, so they need dex saves?
Yes, please.
Yes.
And yes, you see that she looks and she points, and this kind of, it's almost like a cube of like pinkish light filled with like it's as though light streaming through trees like on a spring day, like greens and flowers and shapes within it seems to cling to them.
Ooh. It starts to light up all these beautiful little pastel flickering lights like a petal-strewn spring day. Hope I did that right. First one is good. Second one fails. Third one. So, these shed a dim light. Yep. Cool.
Yes.
What color would you like them to be? Glowing?
It's like this pinkish.
A pinkish hue. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. So this
That's why it has the kind of impression of like almost like petals are clinging to them, almost like, but made out of light.
Sweet. These two seemed, well, I say two. There's about 10 of them that are dusted with light, that have basically burst into the sky like a beautiful firework display as their wings light up and glow and catch the early morning sunlight. As Gladys is looking at them viciously. However, the one behind it did not seem affected. However, I believe... helps if I don't accidentally remove the wrong map. Nope, the other two are good. So, make sure everyone can still see what is going on. There we go. Okay, is there anything else you would like to do, Brace?
Yeah, I'll probably look because I can sort of see Sebastian. I was just talking to him a moment ago, and so he's kind of next to me. I'll be like, "Oh, new bandmate, let's see what you can do," and give him a wink and bardically inspire him.
You have bardic inspiration, Sebastian. And yes, so in also Breeze from the window, you can see the two much shorter forms of Rick, who is armed with a heavy cast iron fry pan, and Gladys standing back to back, looking up at the vampiric bat-like creatures. And Hasa, you're not sure what is going on there. There is a lot going on there.
Yeah, I saw him inject himself, right?
It was literally like watching a spider unfold its legs, him put on a huge shield, and then frost just from his shoulders and start to curl across the deck. Anything else?
Nice. I'm probably just gonna... No. Yeah, no.
Like watching his players stand up. Yeah, probably a little like that. Zeph.
Wow.
I think that's funny. I think that might be part of the problem. Too wide. There we go. Okay. So, I believe it's Professor Smell's turn. Bow? You hear running and screaming.
Yeah, he's quite concerned, actually. Hold on. Okay, I'm glad. I was just like looking at my spells because I casted Zoomies.
You cast Zoomies? Yep.
Well, before last session to make myself go extra fast.
Got to go fast. That is correct. Yes, you did.
Yeah. So it lasted 10 minutes. So it lasts 10 minutes. So in the time that the stirges arrived and he was doing the Zoomies, would that have been 10 minutes? Or would that have been less?
Probably a little less.
Okay.
Because it all happened in pretty quick succession.
Okay. So he's going to, like, he hears all this. It's like, that's like so much going on up there. I need to know what's going on. And he's going to go back using feline agility as well. So, if I remember right. So, I can take the dash action and feline agility doubles my speed. So, that would be 120 foot movement speed. So,
Okay.
let me just
figure out how to get around the passageways of the lower decks.
There we go. I'll just make it to the stairs.
Yep. Breeze.
Oh god.
From downstairs you hear coming towards you on the stairs.
Yeah.
They're behind us.
There we go. He's like on all fours, like down the corridor and up the stairs. And that will be his turn.
Okay. Alrighty. It is the Sturge's turn. So. Okay. Descent upon you, Hasa, in which a small cluster of them, about 4, descend upon you. Let's see if they actually hit. No, a 10, I'm assuming, doesn't hit.
No.
They're just harassing. They're just flapping around your head. You can just hear as all of these leathery like wings are just battering away at your hair, and you can feel it moving your hair, and you can hear their squeaking voices ringing in your ears. So that's that one. These ones are going to attempt to go over here. Gladys, I'm sorry, my love. Take down Gladys. It's just, wow, for the first time, I'm actually rolling. You know how normally Roll20, I hate doing combat with you guys because Roll20, like, is epically powerful for some reason? Not today. Not today. It said no. This is going to get here, but he's not going to be able to attack. So, but these are going to come over here. But this one is going to be able to attack you. Let's see if they can hit Rick. I say that. What's your AC, Rick?
15.
So, Rick, you watch as these purpley glowing, flower petal strewn vampire rat bat things have descended upon you, and you're slightly distracted as all of a sudden you can feel at the neckline of your shirt, behind your ears, on your tail, you can feel them attaching to you as you take 14 points of piercing damage, and they are attached to you. I won't put them on top of you, but these ones here are attacking you, Rick. And they are clinging to you as you can feel them. You can feel their little teeth pierce in between your fur into your skin, and you can feel their little tongues just licking away at the blood behind your ears and on your neck and at the base of your tail. Yeah, just lick, 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 lick. Yes. Up above, you hear from up above, Hasa and Rick, you hear thum, 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 as they're slamming into the glass trying to get to the people behind it.
Fair enough.
I will do that. I will ignore that. It is Ash's turn.
Ash does as he's told.
Yep.
He's going to defend the people in the cockpit.
Yep.
So he'll just smack the one closest to him, I guess.
Okay. Raises a hand. Definitely hits these ones in front of him. You, from your place below Hasa, you watch as Ash just kind of, you get this rush of feeling of just mild annoyance as Ash just lifts a giant stone hand, and just you hear the sound of crunching bone and just a slight wet sound as you just watch as he swats a handful out of the air and just streaks it all across the metal deck up above. And you watch as he lifts his hand, and you can see all the blood and viscera just like trickling on the palm of his hand, and you just get this sense of kind of a little bit of sadness. Just
Fair enough. Nah, I was gonna see if I could issue a command, but I'll wait until my turn.
Yep. Gladys is beset upon. She was not getting bitten, but she does notice that Rick seems to be harassed, but she is also aware that there is some in her face. You watch Rick as she lines up her little black cat revolver and fires 2 shots. The first, one of the ones that is covered in the pink glowing petals kind of flashes in her eyes, and she kind of shields her eyes like, ugh, and then fires wildly for the second one. And you watch as she manages to clip this cluster here, and they spray across the deck in a splatter of blood and bits of flesh just across the deck. You see a little bit of her greyish fur on her face just has little red blood flecks all over it. Sebastian, what would you like to do?
All right. There's no other civilians left out on the deck at the moment, are there?
No, most of them have run indoors when the words vampire bats was kind of screamed. So
Okay, so Sebastian will approach the double doors and lean against them, looking out the window. And, my Breeze, that would be a beautiful display if they weren't all trying to kill us all. But, kudos. And I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on the one to the right-hand side of Rick.
these ones here, they are on Rick currently. I will let you know.
Yes.
I just haven't. Yep. So you're aiming for the ones that are crawling over Rick and licking at his blood.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
I have pressed it, but it's not popping up.
Why? Technical difficulties, but not on our end. Why? That's stupid.
All right. Just they need to make a intelligence saving throw, DC 13.
Yep, sure, will do. That is a 5. What happens?
That is a failure. So I'm just going to roll damage.
Yep.
Fantastic.
You know
All
what?
right,
That's
so-
all we needed. You what? What is
After
the...
Sebastian says that, he's just leaning against the glass, and at least Breeze and Bow will visibly see him say something, but not be able to, for some reason, understand what he said, and there'll just be a slight pressure around him before one of the stirges on crawling over Rick and sticking its needle into him just suddenly goes limp and falls off,
Yeah,
unmoving.
Yep. Falls to the floor at your feet, Rick. You're not sure what happened. There was a slight push of pressure, and then the one that was biting at your neck just fell. Is there anything else you would like to do, Sebastian?
Nope, just continue leaning there and cross his arms and wait.
Standing and wait? Sure. And we are back to Rick. You currently, I believe, have 3 on you, sorry.
Okay. I'm going to get this frying pan
Yep.
and I'm going to go, "You're mine." And I cast Hunter's Mark
On one of them on you? Yep.
on me
Yep.
and I will smack it with this fry pan.
You smack it with your fry pan. A 15 definitely hits. Hunter's Mark. Yep.
What's your actual weapon?
I just grabbed it out of the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the gift didn't work. So, thunk.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I screwed it.
No, that's okay. As you smash the one that is biting at the base of your tail, it's not been a good week with you and tails this week.
No.
But you clock one, wind up, manage to clock it and twist yourself in such a way that you smash it like a cricket bat, and you just watch as it dives across the deck and just rolls at Haas's feet, its body limp and unmoving. Anything else?
That will be it.
That will be it. Okay. Haasa, this leathery bundle of blood and viscera tumbles to your feet. What would you like to do?
All right. First off, after getting a closer look at these things, while he is under a bit of stress, he can't help but notice and sort of like analyze the designs and the sort of general biological makeup.
Yep.
He cocks his head to the side and calls out, "Ash, contain one." And I completely forgot the accent.
It was, I believe you started off French, veered slightly into Russian, and then kind of hovered around French.
Met in the middle.
Yeah.
Met in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
young Farouk is what I believe I aimed for. So imagine that, but slightly Russian.
I believe Farouk was straight Russian.
Something like that. Yeah. Ash, contain one. And yes, I am going to. Let's see. Are these ones hovering around Rick and Granny above them or at head height? Or
About their head height, which is about 4 feet or so.
right, so letting off something AoE based wouldn't be possible to hit them without hitting
Yes,
our allies.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Unless
Right.
you want to go bowling, go for it.
No. Bugger. I don't have a whole lot that's just one target. I guess I'm just going to swing at the one in front of me with a dagger.
Yep, there's about 5 in front of you, hovering all around your head height.
Oh.
There's-
Oh, well, in that case.
it's one token, but they're about 4 to 5 in each cluster.
Right. Okay. But it still counts as one entity in the mechanical sense of things.
To a certain degree, at least to take up a space. So I didn't want to put 6,000 little tokens on to have to deal with. That would have been a nightmare.
Right.
Still only counts as one.
Yeah.
Still only counts as one. Okay. In that case, I believe to make things a little easier for me, Harsa looks off to the side, notices the little light show that's going on near Rick, and just, oh, that's a good idea. And I'm going to pull the pin on one of my glitter bombs and toss it so that it goes off just out of range of me.
Okay, so toss straight up in the air and just fabulous kind of thing.
Yeah, so that
Okay.
it hits everything that is currently assaulting me, but not me.
Okay, so slightly up and in front so it doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Sure.
So it's basically fairy fire, but without the emitting light part.
Okay, there is a sound of an explosion, a slight smell of gunpowder, burning gunpowder. As what color glitter did you use for these, by the way? I know that it.
Honestly, it would probably just be like metal shavings, so it's just a silvery kind of glitter.
There's just, and you just hear as all of these little tiny fine metal shavings dust down and coat several of these stirges on the way down, making the purplish sun of Faoir glint off their wings. So I will say that there are a couple that you have. It is on the GM layer, so I will mark them because they're up out of reach, but they will come in play shortly. That's what I wanted. Doop. Doop. I did not select everything. We don't want everything selected. You are sparkly. What am I gonna use for fairyfied? Oh, we've been using purple for fairy fire, so we'll do the purple and pink for fairy fire. So I'll just mark them as fairyfied. Okay. Which I think that means you have advantage on the attack, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So just letting you know that there's about 10 to 15 up above you
Fair
that
enough.
are now covered in glitter.
Cool.
They do not like. Anything else, Hassa?
That was his action. He's still got concentration up on the armor of Agathis.
Yep.
So yeah, no, that'll be. Oh, and the order for Ash to contain one. But yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, no problems. Breeze, it is your turn. There are
So
beautiful dancing lights and glitter bombs going off out there galore. It looks
So I
like it's a
presume
wonderful show.
so this one is one of the ones I fairy fired earlier, right?
This is correct. There's
Yeah.
about
So
four, there's about 4 or 5 that are just sparkling with this beautiful opalescent petal kind of effect.
then I shall be a basic warlock, and I will Eldritch Blast
Pew,
with
pew.
advantage.
Go
Say
for
the line,
it.
Bart.
Go for it.
18.
I'll hold the door briefly open for her.
Open the door.
No, I think can I put fire through the window?
I believe some things. The problem is, I believe it has to be just that you can see, but it doesn't take into consideration windows. I think. I honestly think because you can see them. Yeah, no. I would assume if the Eldritch Blast forms on the other side of the glass from you and just from that, sure, why not? Windows suck. Take and
So
shoot, yeah.
you see this, like, it's a bit like, it has a similar aesthetic to her fairy fire with like a nature kind of thing, but this is more like vines, and it's like a darker, like it's got a deeper, more intense redness to it, like a fuchsia-y red, as it blasts out and hits this creature. I presume an 18 hits.
Yes, an 18 does indeed hit.
Okay.
As these twisting vines wrap around it, and you watch as the red bites into it.
Sorry, I can't seem to roll damage. 1 second. There we go, 13 damage.
Definitely you take out 1 as there is just a spray of blood as your Eldritch Blast just turns it to paste, just as a wide fan of blood appears on the deck.
Nice. And then who do I see? Do I see Bao coming nearby, or do I do I see him?
You can indeed see Bao on the stairs, I believe.
Yeah.
I feel like, Bao, bad birdies, go get him.
Bad birdies.
And bodically inspired.
Birdies.
Love this. We love a bad birdie. Okay, so that's it that you'd like to do?
Yeah, that's yeah. I don't think I need to move. So yeah, that's
Sweet.
bonus action done. Yeah.
Okay, Bow. There is the cry of bad birdies.
Oh, that's perfect with what I'm about to do. So, so these doors like closed shut right now?
At the moment, they are closed. They are not locked.
Okay. All right. So he's going to rush out and basically, you know how cats jump off the floor with their paws out to catch something?
Yeah.
So imagine that as he grabs onto this stirge with his cat's claws.
Okay, so you're pouncing out to try and catch it?
Yes. So I will, let me just... Boom, 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 boom. No! Still 6, but man, I've got to put disadvantage off.
That's okay. It's still a 6. You leap into the air, your little paws fluttering in the breeze as you're trying to catch one of these things.
I don't think Bardic can even help you there.
He heard birdies and he got excited. Yeah, he just kind of like reaches out and he didn't jump high enough.
Yep, didn't jump high enough. Didn't quite get there. But these things are dancing lights. But as at your emergence, Bow, a few of them seem to stop and kind of pivot away from Rick as they realize another food source has entered into their range here. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Do I have a bonus? No. Okay. Yep, that'll be it. That is all he can do right now. So I'll end my turn.
That's all he can do? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a second. I'm just turning myself down because apparently my talk sprite is picking up everybody. Yay.
Oh.
Yep. It's a great time. But I think it's just my headset was too loud. Thank you for letting me know about that, evil one. As long as I can hear, everything is good. I might have to end up using a different headset, however. Going forward. Okay, so that should be done for Professor Smells. So it's the Sturge's turn. We're back to the Sturges. Okay, the ones up by Hasa in Hasa's face are going to attempt to get you. Does a 20 hit?
Me?
No, Hasa.
Okay.
A 20, yes.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
So they have to roll again.
As in they have to... Sorry, what was that?
Silvery barbs. Sorry. Let me put it in the chat.
Yep.
Does that work?
You might have to turn off GM if you've got it set to post to GM.
No, it's just I can't click right because I'm sick. Okay.
Okay, one reaction, 60 feet of yourself. Must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. Okay.
I think it's 60 feet.
in
And
range.
so, and then I will give the advantage to Hasa.
Okay. Magically distract. Roll 20, take the lower roll, then choose a different creature you can see within range. Okay. So he has to try to re-roll to see if he hits Hasa again.
Yeah,
That is a 10.
that's a miss.
They are flapping in your face, Hasa, just absolutely all just you can just feel them tangling in your hair, but as you're managing to keep them off you with the shield by getting that imposing that in one direction, and the hood of your overrobe seems to be covering most of your neck and things like this, so they're just fluttering away at you, and you can feel their little talons, their hooked feet, trying to find purchase in your hair, in your clothes, wherever they can, and to no avail. Okay, let's try the ones on Gladys. 1, 2, the 14. They both miss Gladys. You are blessed by the gods. Rick. Now, Rick, you still have 2 on you, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. So you've got 2 on you currently. Tegan's got a math, so give me a second. So I said 14. So 7 and 7. Okay, so you actually take an additional, from the ones who are on you, you take an additional... You take an additional 6 points of damage as they continue feeding from you. However, as they finish feeding and biting at you, Rick, you feel them slip away and start to move as they start to flap and remove themselves from your body as they turn to fly away, now satiated with your blood. So these ones.
You will get an opportunity attack.
You do get an opportunity attack. So make your hit. Frying pan. Dong! As you knock them out of the air, as these 2 bloated bladders of skin bladders full of your blood just roll across the deck with just a slight wet popping noise.
Icky.
Yup. As you nail them good. Do that for you there. So you've taken them out. Wonderful. And then the one who is attempting to bite Bow. That's a 9. That's not going to hit Bow.
No, Belle's too dexterous for that.
Yeah, they are just all up in your face. You're just feeling these little flutters of little fleshy wings across your head.
He's just got his back arched like...
The two up by Ash are attempting to smash their way through a window to no avail. The larger of the windows Ash is indeed standing in front of, but there are 2 windows here that Ash cannot, and they're just kind of smashing themselves. Ash has no interest for them. He has no blood, but they are trying.
I mean, he's covered in their blood.
Doesn't count. He's but they are smashing themselves into the glass, and you hear the sound that you had been dreading, Hasa, that one of the windows indeed starts to crack. It is Ash's turn.
All right. He will take the opportunity to step to the side, and as commanded, he's going to attempt to grab one so that he can put it in the chest of preserving.
Yep. Roll me a sleight of hand, I guess, to try and grab one out of the air.
All right. Would this not count as like a grapple or something?
Actually, yeah, I'll allow a grapple. Go for it.
Cool.
Yeah, no, you easily swipe one out of the air. Just,
All right.
and you can feel its wings beating against your hand ineffectively as it's trying to get away. Its high-pitched, squealing voice just letting out this intense noise. I'm not going to do it because I know it'll peak the mic. I'm not going to do it. But you can just hear
sonorous war cry of a very angry frog.
Yeah. As it is letting out this high-pitched screech that is making your ears ring. But yes.
All right. Is he able to reach the chest of preserving to put it in there?
No, he cannot. It is on his back. He cannot reach that far, unfortunately.
Well, he doesn't exactly have a multi-attack, so having one hand free and one hand occupied isn't too much of an issue, I guess.
Yes, he's just holding on to it.
Cool. That'll be his turn.
Okay. Gladys, can you take out some, my darling? You can see she's had better days as she, again, misses the first shot. Trying to line these up, her little arthritic koala bear hands are trying to aim, but eventually she does line one up and she pops one.
Yeah.
It goes spinning across the deck with another spatter of blood. And you can feel her hand, you can see her hand, Rick, rummaging around in her bag, looking for some more bullets because she's down to two rounds left in her little gun, so she knows that she's going to have to reload soon. We have... Yep. Cool. Sebastian, what would you like to do?
Alright, second verse, same as the first. To the group to Rick's left now. Are they now working? Oh, okay.
Now it wants to work. So the group to Rick's left that are harassing Bao
Yeah.
have to make an intelligence. Okay. It only targets one, doesn't it? Yes, one creature. Okay. Yeah. You watch as one of them kind of dips a little bit, does a little spiral in the air. It is beating its wings feverishly. They're kind of giving this twitch as you can see the psychic pain washing over it, Sebastian. It's not quite dead, but
Yeah, he'll do the same thing he did last turn, but this time, not seeing that it's dropped anything, he'll just let out a little click of his tongue and in the ever so slightest of
the disappointment is real. Okay.
That's all he can do.
Okay. Rick. You are stirge free. There are some more in your face. You can see another about 15 in the air above you, and you are feeling rough.
Okay. Is that the best that you got? You're next. And I move Hunter's Mark across to this.
To this one here, this
Over
cluster?
here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another fry pan.
Dong. Unfortunately,
You do have advantage, right?
Yes, you do actually have advantage. Roll again. Because these are
then.
covered in flowery petals.
They're pretty.
Because they're pretty.
Yeah.
That's much better as you swing wildly through this and you collect... are you left-handed or right-handed, by the way? I know that shouldn't matter, but...
Left-handed.
Left-handed. So... Yeah, so you're you send one flying and rolling through the blood and gore that's already on the deck. It is becoming a bloodbath out here, but you are slowly taking them down one by one.
Gotcha. And I'll just stand there panting.
Yep. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No. I'll just stand there. Actually, no, because I used my bonus. It's all right. That's it.
Yep. Bow, you can see that this little raccoon man that had that had chased you but 15 minutes before, he's looking rough. You can see the blood flowing from a wound at his neck, behind his ear, down into his fur, across his tail. He's looking pretty rough. Hasa, what would you like to do?
All right. So this thing hasn't had any luck landing on me yet, has it?
Nope. Apparently your hair
Okay.
is made of some kind of whale blubber. It can't get a good grip.
It's just slimy. So
Yep,
much gel.
Yeah.
You're greasy or you're slimy. You're a greased up coral boy.
All right. Let me just check the details on this. Oh, Armor of Agathis isn't even concentration. Okay, that changes things. Yeah, no. Hasa is going to quickly lean down and sort through his bag, pull out a different vial, stick it into the... No, he's not going to stick it into the injector. He's just going to down it straight away
Okay.
as I cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay, you uncork a bottle with one of your vials with one hand, chug it back. What color is your potion for this?
This one is... Let's see. Like a light blue.
Okay. You chug back this light blue liquid. You feel the burn start to eke its way up your throat, starting at the base of your throat, deep in your chest, and you can feel it creeping, setting your throat ablaze. You can feel it coming up to your cheeks.
All right. And you said there were some above me that are technically not on the board right now?
Yep, I can make them visible if you would like.
Preferably, yes.
Okay.
Cool. In which case, he is going to risk the attack, step around the one near him.
Yep. Technically, you're still within 5 feet, so it is not an attack of
I
opportunity.
was more thinking of this guy.
Okay. I think he's still
If
10
he's
feet in the air
close
above
enough.
you, though, so...
Okay, cool. All right. In that case, let me bring up the cone. 15-foot cone. I'm going to just sort of crouch slightly to get them all lined up, and then he just jets out this cone of flickering blue energy as I am going to use lightning as my dragon's breath.
Okay.
Alright, so I need DC 14.
A DC.
Dex save.
Dex save. From this one.
From all 4 of them.
Yep.
This way, yeah.
Okay. Dex
I
save.
think the ones that are fairy fire, do they get disadvantage? No, right?
No, it's only advantage
No,
to
brilliant.
hit them on an
Okay,
attack.
yes. Cool.
Okay, the DC is 14. This one directly in front of you, and this one, this group here, they miss. They hit. Sorry. You
Okay,
watch.
they fail their saves, yeah.
They fail their saves, and you watch as the lightning crackles over them. You can hear their skin almost immediately crackle as it blackens and chars, little bits flaking off as the smell of boiling blood just fills the air. Its smell acrid to your nostrils, as the charred little bodies of about 10 creatures just dum, 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 all over the deck, their little crusting bodies curled and gnarled with the bite of your lightning. The other 2 had managed to wheel out of the way in time to avoid the arcing light.
Alright, so yeah, any who save take half damage, so it's 5.
Okay, so 5. Cool.
And the advantage from Silvery Barbs, is that just on their next turn, or is that until I use it?
I think it's on your next attack. Your next attack or save, I believe. 1 second.
Is it like an attack roll? Like...
One second. You can then choose the chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within a minute.
So it wouldn't
So you
have...
still got it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've still got it. Cool. Alright. So yeah, 10 to those what them failed, 5 to the ones that didn't, and yeah, he will since Ash has collected one of the creatures as commanded, he will call out for it to continue defending whilst keeping a hold on that one.
Yep.
Since he has to tell it what to do. But yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Breeze. There is a flash of lightning. You can see the arc of it dance on your behind your closed eyelids. What would you like to do?
This is not the same. I feel like I've been attacking this swarm for a really long time, but this is like a different swarm that was like one swarm died and another swarm came, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
You're not
I
just
think
killing
she's
the
like,
same swarm.
but-
Yeah, there was.
but I
there
think
was
she doesn't
originally two
realise,
swarms.
so she-
yeah, there was originally 2
she-
swarms here.
She's probably just like, why won't you die? Why won't you die? So I think I would like to, again with advantage, I can see right because Bao isn't like ginormous. I could like peek.
I think
To the
Bow's
side
about
of
6
Bao.
feet, but you would still be able
He's
to see them.
also on all
The
fours
skinny.
right
Yeah,
now.
he's also
okay.
on all fours, and you can see the
Okay,
bright
good.
glittering lights of your fairy
Can
fire.
Breeze see through Bao's fat ass?
Big ass dumpy.
It's wide.
that,
dump
dump, that dump truck.
Bao has all the cake.
No, he actually
That-
doesn't.
Aww. We need to get you to the club. We need to get you working on. Anyway, right. So, yeah, Eldritch Blast. I think
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
because I'm just a classic warlock.
Yep. No, go for it.
21.
21. Breeze. Bao, you see these, you feel this ripple of warm air as you watch these twisting dark vines shoot past your face. And it hits this little cluster fair right in the middle of it and scatters it with a blood spray.
Gorgeous.
Ooh.
And then I will see like Rick is like coughing up blood, and I'll be like,
You're
He's not
looking
coughing
rough,
up blood. He's
buddy.
got no blood.
He's got no blood. He's looking pale and drained.
He's looking
I'll
pretty dry.
I'll just sing a clear, sweet note of pure harmony and healing Guardian as a bonus action.
Okay.
So that should be. What happened? No, I hate having to pick my level every time. I have no levels. 6 healing points.
Rick, you hear this clear, resonant note that reaches your ears. It's as clear as a bell, even though there's all this noise around you. It reaches your ears, and you can feel a little of the stiffness leaving your joints as you can feel that vitality spread through you.
That's the stuff.
It's like you've just had a swig of good whiskey. Okay. Anything else, Breeze?
No, I like that my healing feels like a swig of good whiskey, but no, that's all.
I'm just thinking about what would take away Rick's pain. Let's be honest.
I know, but I like it for me too. I'm like, maybe it always feels like that.
I mean, there was something mentioned about your singing making people drunk. So.
Yeah.
Was
Maybe-
there? I don't know. I've never had that before.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Okay. Bow, you watch as just out of the sky, just and they just roll with this spattering of blood across the deck here. But the weird, sad little flesh birdies are gone.
What do you mean? There's two just up ahead.
Yeah, there
Well,
are.
spotted
There
two.
are some up ahead. Yes, you can see. Where are we here?
Yeah, after what Breeze had done, is Rick looking better?
Rick is
Or
looking
they
a
still
little better.
really-
He's definitely not looking as rough. I believe he's standing a little more upright. Correct me if I'm not. If I'm wrong.
Right.
He's whole, full 3 feet tall.
Meaning he comes up to Bow's kneecap.
So
mate.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Barrier.
Yep.
Val will kind of stand up a bit and tap him on the shoulder lightly as like this little well, not really translucent, but a translucent barrier kind of forms around him.
Okay.
And let me just
Bop, 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 bop.
slap that in here. So you will get 1d6 temporary hit points. Let me roll that for you.
Yep.
2 temporary hit points.
Okay. You
Just cracks
see.
his neck.
What color is your magic, Bow, by the way?
It's a lavender purple. Just like his papa's.
Yep. So, Rick, you watch as this swirling of purplish lavender light surrounds you. Almost, it is the weirdest feeling to you, Rick, as it circles around you. It's almost like you're feeling like you're being hugged by a loved one as you feel even better.
Rick just cracks his neck. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love that reaction to the comforting warmth that you feel. But yeah,
I feel like I was hugged by my dad. Now I want to fight someone.
but yeah, after that he will draw his rapier, and that will be the end of his turn.
Okay. Now comes the Sturge's turn again. These guys are going to come out. Helps if I have the right one.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, there are.
Why? Why?
These guys are going to aim for you, Hasa. They don't have a lot of movement. Oh no, they have a fly speed. They have more than that in fly speed. Sweet. So they will come and harass you, Harsa. They've come for a visit.
Cool.
Let's see if they hit. Okay, both of them. Now they don't have to wait. These ones have your glitter on them. You just have advantage to attack them, not they have
Correct.
disadvantage, correct?
Yeah, no, the only difference is that it's easier to hit them and they can't turn invisible.
Cool, sweet. So does a 17 and a 20 hit?
Both do indeed hit.
Okay.
And I will wait to see what the damage number is first on the first one before I say anything about the second one.
Yep. Okay, so you take 14 points of piercing damage.
From the first one?
7 points from the first cluster. So, yes.
Okay. Alright. That eliminates my temporary hit points, but that thing also takes 5 more cold damage.
Okay, so 5 cold damage. Okay, so we are down by 2 on that one then. The additional 7 comes from the remaining 3 from the second attack, basically.
Cool.
And you currently have 4 on you that have attached that are now starting to feed from you, basically.
Alright.
So yes, you have 4 on you currently that are feeding from you as you feel their little teeth pierce in through your clothes and start to suck away at the blood there. Don't make that noise.
Fair
No.
enough.
I
Who
don't
did
like
that? Oh.
That was Valcor.
Okay, Gladys. Are you going to survive, Gladdy?
MVP. Come on, Gladys.
First one misses. Second one hits. Last one misses.
She's not going to die from one hit, is she?
Oh, God, no.
Do I have to... Okay. I was like, do I have to waste my last spell slot? Not waste. It wouldn't be a waste. It wouldn't
She's
be.
got no blood to drain.
She's got no...
Yeah, she's
power,
just steel.
Granny.
She's iron.
They take a big puff of her blood in, and all they spit out is a bunch of dust going.
They take some of her blood and they keel over and die. They're like, wow, she's too hardcore.
No, they chill out because all
She's
the
just-
eucalyptus.
Yep.
Eucalyptus and Werther's original. That's all she's made of.
And Eucalyptus and Werther's original. Oh, Jesus. You watch as 5 just descend on her and bite into her. She lets out a little... Oh, God. It's hard to describe for anyone who has not ever actually heard a koala. But, yeah, she lets out that noise. As these 5 little things start to feed from her. They're crawling all over her and just... lapping away at her wounds. That's 3. This guy's going to move down here and attempt to attack Bao. Does a 20 hit Bao?
What do you think? Boo? What do you think?
I don't know. You guys have built incredibly interesting characters.
Yes, the 20 does hit.
Okay. Okay, so let me see. Just making sure I've got the right configuration here. You're dead. Okay, so you take 6 points of piercing damage as you have 5 of these little things crawling on you. It's not fun, Bao. It's not fun when the bats fight back.
I love how that's half of my health.
No!
Oh no.
Poor Bao!
Oh.
Welcome to my world.
I was actually going to say, oh, that's not so bad. I'm glad I didn't silvery bombed. And then I was like, oh shit, I should have silvery bombed.
These ones here are going to actually come here and being able to, not that they can particularly see you, but they're going to attempt to go through that window. That's a no.
What?
These ones here are going to attempt to smash through the window, and you watch
Why?
as they just... And with the force... They rolled a 0 and a 1 on their strength to try and get through that window. So Sebastian, you watch as just paste appears on the window from the force of that.
He doesn't flinch a muscle, he just raises his eyebrow and goes,
So they're dead through their own stupidity. Okay.
Those ones
They
count
were
as
just
fine.
hungry and desperate, okay?
Hungry and desperate. I will state though, the window on that side that you're standing in front of now, Sebastian, you can't see through.
I was gonna say, I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
That was just your clever way of making us come outside.
Actually, no, it was my
Like,
clever way of not trying to kill Rick straight up. These two over here are attempting to go through the window too. Please roll better. Please roll better. Please roll better. Hey! This one gets in. Sweet. This one, no. That is also... They are basically pestering Ash. Whose turn it is?
All right. Okay. So one of them got through into there. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Ash is... I'm assuming the one that's next to him is the one that he's got grappled, or are there more in that little token?
There are more in that little token. The one's next to him. He's got one in his hand, but there are still 4 there.
All right. Yeah, he's just gonna Hulk smash the remainder and paint a new picture on the floor.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that hits. Just...
An artist of violence.
There is nothing but a splash of red. You watch as it just comes up his arm, and you just hear this kind of, it's a deep noise, kind of like boulders rubbing against each other. You, Hasa, will have heard this noise before. It's a little horrifying to anyone who hasn't, but he's kind of chuckling to himself.
Alrighty. No worries. And since he's not intelligent enough to use the blood on his hand to lure the things out, that's his turn.
Yep. Put that there, because that's necessary. I wish there was one that was like a sweeping arc, so it looked like a painting.
Looks like a smiley face.
That's not at all horrifying.
He's just an aspiring artist.
Okay, Gladys. Gladys, she's being attacked. She is going to...
End this, Gladys. End this combat. In one shot. Come on, Gladys, I know you can do it.
Actually, she's going to grab one. She's just going to grab one and yeet it.
Oh, I was hoping she was gonna bite its head off.
Yeah,
Oh,
Aussie
Osborne
style.
Oh my god.
Such a metal
But
granny.
she is indeed. She might be a crack shot and she might be invincible to being attacked. However, she attempts to throw it, and you watch as she goes to throw it and it just kind of flaps in her hand and falls at her feet. And she just looks at it. However, she is going to use her bonus action. Essentially, you watch as she opens her revolver as her bonus action and slips in 4 more bullets into the chamber just to get it all ready to take on the rest of these little so-and-sos. Sebastian.
All right, lots happened. But seeing the displays from both Breeze and Bow now, he's just going to quickly glance back at Breeze and be like, "You're definitely coming with me after this. You can bring your pet cat too." And with the window now smudged, he'll just lean over to look at the other window at the ones now swarming Bow and do what he's been doing again.
Yep. Okay. Let's see, Sturges. That was a nat 1, meaning he got a -3. You watch as another one just turns to paste in the air. I believe these ones are attached to Bow, correct?
Yeah, the ones that are attached to Bow.
Yep. Bow, you have a nice little Icarus blood patch that is slowly seeping down your poncho.
He just kind of has a finger, dips it, tastes it.
Okay.
Bid, be careful.
Whisper over.
What? He's curious. Who knows? It could be a new jam recipe. Just like, I don't know.
The little guy is doing pretty well for himself out there.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay, Rick.
Feel a bit better now. Who wants some?
You can see
I'll
that
move.
Bow has been beset, as is Gladys.
I'll move my hunter's mark to this one. This over this way.
Yeah, save Gladys. That's about right. Sorry, Bob.
No, I'm fine with that. That's
It makes
totally
sense.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
You
dear.
move your hunter's mark from the dead corpse of one of these things over, and you take a swing, but they're just out of reach, and you don't manage to hit one, Rick. You swing a little bit wild. And Gladys gives you a look of encouragement. Oh, that was a good shot, dearie. Try again. Anything else you'd like to do, Rick?
I'd like to slam the pan on the floor and go, ah! That's it.
Gladys and Rick let out their small marsupial war cries. Blah! Hasa.
All right. I've got like 4 of them stuck on me at the moment, don't I?
You do indeed, yes.
All right. I still have concentration active on my dragon breath, but that's not really going to help at the moment.
Set yourself on fire. I dare you.
I'll never expect it.
Okay.
I have had a party do it before.
Yeah, no. Something slightly more stupid though. Just less lingering.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull the pin on a concussion grenade and drop it at my own feet.
Okay. Sure. Roll it. Go for it.
Why is that minus? Oh, because it's counting strength for some reason.
Everybody
It's
just
a
gets better.
D6. Hang on.
Okay. Well, you'll
You
also need
heal
to make
all
a
the
dex
sturges
save.
for 2.
Yes.
Either
Okay,
way,
I'll
it's
need a
fine.
dex save from you.
Yep, dex save. That's right. I only take
You
It's
have
take
okay.
one
It's
advantage on
point.
okay.
that.
You did
You
take.
have advantage on that because of
Oh, right, I
silvery
do.
buff.
You
Yes!
do.
Yeah.
You have advantage. Please roll better. I just like the fact.
Yes!
That's how it's
I was
done.
about to say,
Oh.
I like the fact that we come out of this combat and Breeze just goes, I thought you were supposed to be the smart one.
Yeah, we've got
Am I
the
the smart one? Oh no.
However,
Yes, any of them
Breeze
with
currently
10
the
HP or
MVP.
less that are on me are instantly killed.
oh, sweet. They're dead then. They're all dead, regardless of whether
Oh.
they saved or not. Yeah,
No,
Hasa,
I think that's the requirement of the save. That's the only information that was on your PDF about it. It just says they make the save, and if they don't save, if they've got less than 10 HP, they die.
Oh, okay. Well then, I think 2 actually saved. So you still have 2 on you that managed to get stuck in your hair. I think when you dive to the side. But you did kill 2,
No
so
worries.
good job.
Cool. And I don't have anything to do with the bonus action, so I will just. There doesn't look like there's any more heading for the bridge at the moment, right? Just the one that got through the window?
About 5 got through the window.
Right, but aside from that, there's no more coming to the bridge.
Not that you can see.
Okay, alright. I will just give the command for Ash to... We're gonna bait and switch. I'm gonna go up there, he's gonna come down here.
Okay. So he's going to start heading down in your direction on his turn.
And and I'm use my movement to move there if you want to move the doodad.
He's with you.
Yeah. Cool.
Take your
That's
pen.
my turn. Yeah.
Breeze, what would you like to do, my darling?
So nobody at this point is verified. Nobody is glitter bombed, right?
Nobody's verified. Nobody is glitter bombed. There is one that is looking a little smoky around the edges, but that's
I will
Hunter's mark.
I will look at that one and I will attempt to destroy it
Okay.
with an Eldritch Blast. I'm so scared of not having advantage. Let's see. 15?
You do indeed hit.
Hell yeah. 12.
Absolute MVP.
That's kind. I
You
don't know about
knock
that.
2 off of Gladys.
Hell yes.
There's still a number on
Saving
her
Gladys.
feeding from her, but yes, there is still a number on her feeding from her. She has about 6 on her.
Is Bao, are you still bardically inspired? I don't know if you used it last time.
If you're worried about applying it to multiple creatures, you can still apply it to
No, I can apply it to multiple creatures. It's just I don't want to apply it to somebody who already has it, and I don't know if he used it last time.
I think
Is he
everybody
here?
you've given it to is, or still has it.
Yeah, I
think
know. I
everybody's-
didn't realize that you were a save guy, Sebastian. So now I'm like, never give him bardic inspiration again. Okay. So,
I love it though.
so I will, yeah, because I might as well. I don't, I'm going to be out of shit after this, so I'll look at Rick and be like, good work, detective. And inspire you.
You feel encouragement.
I suddenly
that you
feel
haven't
really
felt in-
inspired.
Yeah, you feel inspired like you haven't in years. Almost like no one has ever told you. Good job.
He doesn't know how to handle this.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do, Breeze? That's all?
So I muted. No, I muted myself to cough. I didn't realize you'd asked me a question. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bow. Professor Smells, what would you like
Yes.
to do?
I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself because I
Yep.
think that would be a smart idea.
You may do so.
Yes. So I will do that. And I'll cast it at level 2. So I get I get 10 hit points because I cast at level 2.
Yep.
10 temporary hit points, and if a creature attacks me, they'll get 10 cold damage.
Okay.
So after that, I will spend my
I believe you currently have 4 still on you, by the way.
okay. I'll move over here.
Okay.
So I'm out the window. Yes, that will be my turn.
Okay, that will be your turn. Okay. So, on the Sturge's turn. Let's have a second. Oh, make sure I do that right. Okay. So, Bao, you take, from the 4 that are feeding from you, you take another 4 points of blood. I suppose it's necrotic damage as they're feeding from you. However, 2 of them do detach and start to fly away.
On me?
Yes, the 4 that are still connected to you are still crawling on you, feeding from you, are still feeding from you.
All the ones that sucked on him took 10 cold damage.
They take 10 cold damage.
Yep. So the 2 that didn't fly away, well, actually, no.
One of them, yeah.
2 of them flew away because they detached because they were full, but even as they were flying away, you watch as they frost and fall with a thunk to the deck and shatter a little bit. The 2 that are still remaining on you, continuing to feed, you watch as you now about have 2 little icy stirges just embedded in your flesh. So they're dead.
That's novel. I can deal with that later.
You can deal with that later.
Those are tasty frosty snacks.
Yeah, for later.
I'll
make some stirge sausages later.
2 on you, correct? Hasa, you take an additional 5, which you also have Armor of Agathis, so these also turn into... Oh, yours doesn't?
As soon as your temp HP runs out, the Armor of Agathis drops.
Okay. So take off that then. Okay. So, yes, you take an additional 5 points, but as they finish feeding from you, they release and start to drunkenly fly away, allowing you an attack of opportunity, I believe.
Yep. I will just slash at them with a dagger then.
Yep. You miss. It could be because you're feeling a little woozy from the blood loss.
Yep.
So they are leaving. Gladys has 3 on her. So how many does Gladys take? Gladys also takes an additional 5. She's looking good though. You're looking good there, Gladys. And 2 of them detach, should I say. However...
So we should have just let them feed on us and then fly away, right?
I don't think that would have been a good idea.
I mean, you don't know if they're
However,
disease carriers.
Yeah. However, this cluster, and this cluster, all of whom are now attacking Gladys, are now attached to her.
No.
Gladys is crawling with an infestation at this point now.
Whoa.
Of 7 stirges on her. Yep, she has 7 stirges on her, which means she is going to take an additional 12 damage as they attack her again.
She's hardy, right? She's like a barbarian.
Oh yeah, she is hardy looking. She is solid. And then
this is a Tuesday.
Yes, exactly.
From within the from those of you down on the deck, even though there is noise down here as you are fighting them, you hear the sounds of screams coming from the bridge where the glass is shattered, and there is a number of creatures within feeding on the crew.
There were other things we were supposed to be worried about. Crap.
Let's see. Oh yeah. So they hit and they're in there. Okay. How much damage is the captain taking? Only 5 at the moment. Okay. But he has...
I mean, I guess the one good thing is if the captain dies, I guess this is our boat.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Ash,
No,
it's your turn.
that was a joke. Breeze definitely didn't say that. It's just
It was
the
one
evil
of those, it was one of
the
those
evil player of
invasive
Breeze.
thoughts.
the evil player of Breeze had an invasive thought.
Okay.
Bastion slowly turning his head behind him, going, "What the fuck?"
Yes,
no,
you can.
nobody said that.
You can hear the screaming coming from down on the deck. You can hear the screaming coming from the bridge where the captain is being attacked by these flying menaces. It is Ash's turn, and I believe you said he was going to be heading down the stairs.
Yeah, he's gonna swap with me, so he's gonna. If I can get him. Yeah, he's gonna do what he can to get to my space, and since I've still got some on me, he's gonna use his action for this turn to swap them. Oh no, they left, didn't they?
Yep, they left. You are stirge free.
Awesome. Can he reach here?
Yeah.
He will swap one of the ones going for the granny.
Okay, so he's gonna take a SWAT attack. Go for it. Hits. Okay.
Cool.
He takes out 3 of them. There is now blood splatters on the deck below your feet as there's just more mush of blood and viscera.
All right.
Okay. Anything else you'd like Ash to do?
If I want to see if this is possible, but I basically want him to prepare to hand me the stirge so I can get it into the chest.
Okay. On your next turn,
Basically,
he
I
can
want
hand it
him
back.
to. Yeah, I want him to keep a handle on the stirge so that I can get it into the chest without too much problem.
Okay. He's holding on to it. Gladys, what are you going to do? She's got 5 on her. She's going to... Gun can't really work at that distance. She's at a disadvantage when they're on her. So she's going to grab it and yeet it. Going to grab and yeet it. Yeah, she does. You watch as one tumbles away across the deck. It is conscious. It is grabbling its way around on the deck, trying to get airborne once more. But that's all she could do. Sebastian.
Save us all, Sebastian, please. No pressure.
I'm just still leaning over to get a good seat for the show. There's still just that sudden pop of pressure from him.
Yep.
We'll see what something happens.
Mind Sliver, another one of the ones on bow, I'm assuming?
Aren't all the ones on bow dead?
Yes, you are correct.
So Gladys.
Okay, going to take one out
And
on
on
Gladys.
Gladys.
Got it.
Gladys must live.
Yep. No, it actually saved with a 14. Having a look at your save there. Half damage? No, half damage.
No, it's save or nothing.
Yep. It doesn't seem affected as it is continuing to feed from her.
Alright, he's still just leaning against the door watching. That's the end of my turn.
Yep. Okay. Now, with that, would we like to take a quick break before coming back to this, or would we like to finish the combat?
I think.
A little break.
Oh, okay.
Have a break.
Have a break? All right, everybody, we will be back in about 5 minutes. So go get a drink, go get something to eat, go to the bathroom, all that kind of stuff, and we will see you back in 5 minutes.
to run and play. Look at all the mess we made. Guess I never know where it went wrong. Sometimes I feel like, oh, that's sad, 'cause viral then people forget. In this crazy world I don't belong. I see fire burning, but I close my eyes. I'd rather deny that. Everything is falling out of place. I see trees ripped from the ground, but nobody makes a sound. I see fire burning, but I'm fine. Now I am nobody. We are not alone. There's more to life than this. Show me what you know. Take me to that place. I'm stuck within these walls. I need a quick escape. You know where I can go. Take me to that place.
Try to be better about TikTok recently so I don't get sucked into like a web of
Yeah, no, that's
cats
okay.
and makeup.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we're back. I'm waiting for everybody to return, but
Yeah, Boo, guess what?
what?
For the first time in a long time, I've got a whole thing set up to take notes. And I've been taking notes
Whoa.
like a good lad.
I'm impressed. I do like the fact that Valcor just opened a can and Rick's mouth moved.
Oh, that's the noise his mouth makes when he opens it.
It's actually 2 raccoons in a trench coat.
Yep.
Oh god.
And one of them just opened the can.
Okay.
Like, oh god, what am I going to do to explain that sound? Let me just open my mouth.
Cracking.
That was me opening a can of whoop ass.
Okay, so is everyone back? Do we have Tide Runner?
Yep.
I believe we have Zegent.
Yes.
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 Tyrant Dungeon. May is May back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Valcor, we have
Whatever left.
everybody. I mean, apart from Crisis, we miss you, Crisis. Please rejoin us soon. So
Come back, please.
I believe we were in the middle of combat on stirges, against the stirges being attacked. Many of them have been felled by Eldritch Blast and Armor of Agathis, but there are a number that managed to break through into the bridge and are attacking the captain of the ship. So we will dive back in with Rick.
I'm feeling really inspired.
For
So
love, so
it's
inspired.
bad news for you, Sunshine.
Bong!
Me?
Well,
You
Alex.
missed.
Rick is feeling the power of friendship on his side.
And he
Use
doesn't
your
like
body.
it. It makes him feel so uncomfortable. He missed.
Awkward.
But do you use your body? It's only a D6. I don't know if that would hit.
A D6 might hit if you use your Bardic Inspiration. It might. It depends what you roll.
14.
A 14. Unfortunately, you are just shy of their AC.
Yeah.
You swing.
Even I
and you
can't
hear-
pierce that steely detective heart.
Yes, you swing and you hear the clang as your frying pan makes contact with a rough stone shin. And the creature known as Ash with big glowing blue eyes just looks down at you and looking confused at what has just occurred.
My bad.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, and just gives you a thumbs up. Anything else you'd like to do, Rick?
That will be it.
That will be all? Okay. Harsa.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to try and assist the people up top. So I'm going to move. 15 gets me to, I'm assuming, here on this part of the stairs.
Yep.
Cool. And 30. That's ashes. I need this one. Okay. And they're just inside the window there from the looks of things.
Yes, that is correct. There is not a
Okay.
token
They're
for the
like-
captain, but they are all swarming over the captain and feeding from him.
Right. And they're all... Have they, like, squeezed through a gap, or have they broken an actual hole in the window?
They broke a hole in the window. There is a whole pane of glass that has been
Okay.
shattered. This one here.
Right. Someone's drawing a little person. Okay. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Bonus action, I'm going to pull out another vial, put it into the injector, and inject myself, and I'm going to cast a Zephyr Strike so that I double my movement speed.
Yep. I am unsurprised when Zephyr strikes. It is terrifying for everyone.
Are these doors locked by any chance?
They are locked, yes.
Oh, God damn it. Okay. Alright, if I get to here, would I be able to get a line by, like, throwing something through the window at these things?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, okay. Yep, bonus action to cast that, move to there, and then I am going to... Oh, actually, I've still got Dragon Breath enabled. Would my Dragon Breath be able to get through this hole from where I am to hit them? Because it's like a cone effect.
Yes, you could probably attempt to, but they are on the captain.
Ah, okay, so I would have to hit the captain to do that.
Yes. Do it, I dare you.
alright. I think not.
What's your passive perception as well, Hassa?
Passive perception? 14.
It's not hard to see. You can see that there are a whole heap of dials lighting up and flashing in a very ominous shade of red.
Okay. Are there any other crew in there, or just the captain?
Just the captain that you can see.
Okay. Alright, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna cobble together a quick little explosive, and I'm gonna use alchemical bomb and aim it in a way that knocks a few of them off. I'm not gonna be able to hit all of them without hitting him, so I'm gonna get it just in range to hit a few of them on one side.
Okay, where are you aiming that?
Close to him, but like over this way.
Okay.
Yeah. Where is it? There it is. So I'll need is that a strength save? Let me check back on that again.
Yep.
Because I don't know if that's actually meant to be a strength save. Because I logged in today and a lot of my spells were messed up, so don't know what Roll20 has done with that, but let me just confirm.
I had a spell that wasn't working either for some reason.
Yeah.
I had to switch it from spell card to attack card.
Well, that happened to me with my Eldritch Blast, actually. So, Roll20 is weird sometimes.
Okay, if I'm targeting a specific creature, I make a ranged spell attack. However, if I'm targeting an unoccupied space, creatures within 5 feet of that space make a dex save. Okay.
Okay.
So it'd be dex, not strength, since I am targeting the area, not the creatures. Otherwise, I would hit him.
The creatures are on him, though, so technically, because of the way mechanics works, it's still the same space.
So there's nothing I can do AoE-wise that would hit them without hitting him.
I believe that you said that the spell you can target a specific creature, though.
I can target a specific creature, but the spell itself has an AoE. It's basically targeting a spot for the AoE to go off.
Okay. I mean, you can attempt it, and he still has to make a dex save to try and roll out of the way. He may succeed, he may not. It's because these creatures are essentially grappled on him.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, I might as well just target him to get everything around him.
Yep.
Because either way, he's going to have to roll. So, yeah, I will blast it in his space to target everything around him.
And they have to make a dex save too, correct?
Mm-hmm. DC 14 dex.
Yep. Okay, so...
And I don't know how you would run this, but any of them that don't succeed the dex save are knocked prone.
It just means they're knocked onto the ground. And
Would that mean
they would be knocked off him, basically.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you do manage to knock 2 off of him. That remains 3. But unfortunately, his body shields him, and he does take 4 points of damage.
Okay. Alright, he takes the 4 fire. It's just a cantrip, so anything that saved doesn't have anything applied to it.
Yep.
Yeah,
the 2 that did not... the 2 that did not, they're not prone, but it doesn't matter because they're also limp and lifeless and slightly fire crisped on the ground.
Alright, fair enough, no worries. And I will call across deck, or down, I suppose. If any of you have healing, we need that up here.
Alright, is that everything?
Yeah, action bonus, movement. Yeah.
Okay, Breeze.
Looks like they're ringing for you, Breeze.
So the problem is, I hear the screaming from above, and I hear the calls for healing, but I also know that you have to deal with the mess at home first. How hard does everybody look down here?
Down here, Bao is looking pretty banged up, I believe. Rick he's looking rough, but he's certainly looking better than he was.
Yeah, Bao should be fine. He's got a glistening cold armor, kind of flint over him.
Yeah,
he's a bit frosty looking.
And Gladys, she looking like a sturdy little old lady.
Just to understand where things are. So if I go through these doors, then I do what to get up here?
Okay, so
how long?
To get up, you come out here, and then you can go either this way or this way, because there's a staircase here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a staircase up here or here. So there's one either side. Yeah.
Can I get up there within 30 feet of movement?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, you can't get up the stairs unless you use...
Can I get up there? That's what I mean. Can I get up there? Can I see the deck? And then can I use a bonus action?
Yeah, you can use your bonus action to dash up the stairs and make the move.
No, not dash. Not dash. I just want to... Can I see... I want to be able to see through the window.
Yeah, you won't be able to see. And unfortunately, you would be able to see Hasa, but you wouldn't be able to see into the...
No, but But if I can see Hasa, I can see the deck.
Yes.
Yes, so that works for me. So what I'll do is I'll go up the stairs, I'll sort of see Hasa, and then I will face step.
Yep.
So that I can see as a bonus action. So I can see into the window, so that I can see the thing fighting the captain. And I'm not going to heal him yet, because I can do that, hopefully, later.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll try and kill it first, because if I heal him, then he'll just die again, maybe. Right.
Don't know.
How hurt does the captain look?
Very. He is looking burned and bloodied.
No, okay, fuck it. I think my instinct would I logically, because Breeze is kind of clever. Like she wants to be tactical about it, but also just seeing somebody nearly burnt to a crisp makes her go, "Oh no!" and just like sing that pure note and let out her healing word.
Okay.
So I will healing word the captain.
You make a jaunty little tune. I know that you've got bard abilities, but I'm not going to ask you to sing.
No, but this was
Is-
particularly with healing word. I always imagine like it depends on the person, but because I don't know him, like I think this is just a clear note of just pure, like
I am happy to do
beauty. Like
that. Yep,
okay,
sure. Roll me your healing word to heal him.
That girl really is amazing.
6.
Okay, roll a 6. He takes 6 points of damage. Not damage, healing.
What? I'm cursed. Oh no.
Yep. He lets out a bit of a sigh of relief and a bit of a cough as you watch as some of his burned flesh starts to peel away, and you can see that there is fresh, healed skin underneath. Anything else you would like to do?
No, that's all I can do. I'll move back a little bit. But so just as long as I can still see through the window.
Yeah,
I'll
as
just
long
move
as you can
back.
see through the window. All good. Bow, what would you like to do? I believe you are stirge free.
I am stirge free. So, do they seem to have it handled up there? Or are they seemingly still struggling?
Gladys still has about 4 on her.
Yeah. Okay. I will help with my rapier, just kind of like try and kebab stick these guys.
Yep.
Okay. Let me rapier. Natural 20.
Yes. You're
All
pierced through.
So 11
That's
damage.
Yep. You take down 2. They are now
Nice.
skewered on your rapier, flapping around like some obscene little pinata on your blade.
Shish kebabbed.
Yup.
All
Their
right.
little wings flapping in the breeze.
You're just going to chow on those now, aren't you?
Yeah, that's for later. Now's not appropriate.
That's for later. Now's not
That's-
appropriate.
Yeah, he's in the middle of combat. He's not gonna hunker down and cook these up right now.
Yep.
You need more on there.
Yeah, it's not a full like kebab stick yet. There's still like what? You said there was 4? There's still like 2 others.
Yep, there's 2 left. Down
Yeah.
here on Gladys.
Well, I can't attack anymore, so that will be the end of my turn. I might actually move over. Just move over here so I can get a better hit on these
Okay.
for next turn.
So it is the Sturge's turn. They are still attached to her. Okay. She takes an additional 6 points of damage. And you watch as they are glutted and satiated, their little tummies round and hard, full of koala bear blood, as they take off. And you do get an attack of opportunity, Bow, as they attempt to fly away. On one of them.
Do that.
Gladys will try and shoot one as well.
13.
Both of you miss.
Okay. 5.
Are you still bardically inspired, or did you use that already?
No, I didn't.
Well, then
I
please
will
use
do
that.
That's a D6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Awesome. Oh,
Oh,
Not
what?
quite enough.
no!
Disappointing.
I get one as
Damn
well.
it.
I'm sorry I wasn't
yes,
sufficiently
you would-
inspiring.
On the one that was leaving from here, off Gladys here. Yeah, you
Yep.
can.
Ooh,
Really?
damn.
You're not having a great time as these things are flying away.
You're starting to feel a bit woozy after losing so much blood.
Yeah. And the captain is... How's he doing in here? Yeah, no, he's good. He lets out a shriek as they continue to feed from him, but very quickly they become satiated. And you see them kind of staggering around, blood drunk, trying to find a window, like trying to find the way out, as he is left bleeding on the floor. But these are indeed flying out of the window to try and get away. Ash.
Yeah, no, Ash is going to just defend. Since he has no additional instructions, he's going to defend this lower deck, I guess.
Yep.
He's got a free hand, so he's just going to stumble over and attack since they are still in his area.
Yep, well, one of them is, so...
Yep.
Yep. 24 definitely hits. He smacks the shit out of it. Turns it to paste on the deck.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be his turn. He's still holding on to the other one.
Yeah, it's flapping away in his little hand.
All right.
Yep.
That'll be him.
Okay. Gladys is going to attempt to take out the little punk that's flying away from her. And she does so. Yep. This one gets shot out of the sky and falls into the water that is churning away beside it. And then, Sebastian, I believe it's your turn. The coast looks clear to you through the one window you have left to it.
Well, I was going to ask, does it take a action to do a perception check?
Nope.
Okay. So he'll push his way out of the door and would like to make a perception check with guidance for the surrounding sky to see if there's any more predators lurking about.
There does not appear to be. You can make the perception check, but yes, make the perception check.
What's the 27C?
A 27C is clear skies ahead, blood all over the decks. Some of your companions are looking a little worse for wear, a little rough around the edges, covered in blood smears and bites. But it appears to be clear.
All right. As Sebastian is walking past, he'll just reach down and quickly ruffle between Rick's ears. Good job. You did great out there. And then continue by.
Rick's ears.
Hey, personal space.
Rick is getting so much love this game.
You can't handle it.
He's getting so much, so overwhelming.
Give a pat to Ash as he goes by. You too, buddy. Start going up the stairs.
Holds up the one hand with the wriggling stirge still.
Pretty much. He kind of looks very pleased with himself. Hasa, you get that kind of feeling through your bond with him that Ash feels like he's done a good job.
No, you keep that one for yourself, mate. You earned it.
He gives you a bit of a derpy, toothy smile.
Oh, she's adorable.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Sebastian?
Nope, that's my turn.
Yep.
Well, I guess coming up the stairs with the 27 perception check, do I see anything on the upper deck?
Yeah,
Or
there is
nothing?
a couple of stirges, about 3 stirges, flapping their way out of a broken window.
But they're fat and basically leaving, yeah?
Fat and drunk. Yeah, pretty much. They
Okay,
don't seem
not
interested
concerned.
in any of you. Okay.
Alright, that's my turn.
Rick, you've been petted, cuddled, coddled, ruffled,
Complimented.
stroked.
Okay. Is everyone okay?
I'm fine. For now, I guess. I think we're good. Looking around.
Okay. I'll go in. I'll go inside and start looking for other passengers and see if everyone else is all right downstairs.
Yep. You go in, head downstairs. You're down here. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I'm just going. Is everyone okay? Anyone need assistance?
You can hear the sound.
We might need help up here, but
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, that'll be it.
Okay. You can hear crying and the sound of crying women, the screaming of children.
I'll start comforting people as I'm walking through.
Okay. Hasa, there are 3 little fat creatures trying to make a getaway.
All right. He will wait till they are out of range of anyone else and pull the pin on another concussion and toss it between them.
Okay. You can attempt to do so.
All right. So unless anyone else is taking a turn before they move.
Just roll the attack, see if any... Oh, wait,
Right.
they have to make a save, right?
Yeah, it's a save from them.
Yep.
DC 15 Dex.
Okay.
And I looked it up. Any that don't save that have 10 HP or less are killed. Otherwise, if they don't save, they take the bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, no, they fall out of the sky and plop into the water with a splash. And you
Cool.
are out of initiative. Please feel free to move freely and interact as you so desire.
I look down at my outfit and it's immaculate. I haven't taken a single point of damage. And I just,
Not even a drop of blood.
I wipe a bit of like glitter off my sleeve and I go, well, I hope everybody's okay. And I'll just go in and check on the captain and just make sure they're okay.
He's looking pretty beat up. He is covered in blood. He does have a few little burn wounds still and things like this, but he's very shaky as you get him to the feet. This is the first time you've actually met the captain of the ship, Captain James Mason.
Ooh, that's a cool name.
Yes, his name is Captain James Mason. He's a small gentleman, only about 4.5 feet tall. He is a reddish orange in colour. He is a kobold. And he wears... You can see laying nearby him in the attack, it fell off his rather ostentatious red hat with gold piping on it, with a very large feather pigeon, a pigeon made out of feathers stuffed on the top. And you can see that his clothes, Breeze, you got a good eye for kind of clothing and detail. Mm-hmm. His clothes clearly are the best quality silk and linen that you could possibly buy. You can see that he's clearly very focused on having this ostentatious aura about him. And yes, he is, you can see that he's got all these bite marks that are bleeding, but he is significantly better than he was.
I can't do much to heal him because I'm all out of spell slots, so I mage hand his hat up and I just dust it off and then place it on his head and say, thank you, Captain, your bravery. Your bravery will go down in legend. Thank you.
Oh, no. I have to thank you. If it wasn't for you, I don't really know what would happen. Oh, shit. The boat.
Perhaps
Give me a
it's
second.
white while this is going off.
Oh, yes, everything's flashing red. Oh, no.
and he runs over and he starts like messing with some of the dials and correcting things. There are alarms going off. He's like,
oh no, I'll press that button over there. Can you just...
Yeah, I will assist him with anything as well.
It takes you a couple of
I
minutes.
give the captain the help action, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a couple of minutes, but eventually you get the ship you manage to quell all of the alarms going off, and actually right the ship. You do realize, as now that the ship is coasting back to where it should be, that the coastline, the shoreline was getting a little close. Obviously, the navigation and the autopilot had been knocked out of alignment when the attack happened. And you watch as he paces over and goes to sit in his red captain's chair, draping one leg over the armrest.
Riker style. Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Now, I have to thank all of you. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what would happen. What were those things?
Well, and I give because I rolled a 20, I think, on what they were. I give my full explanation of what they are, exactly.
They are this, and they came from this,
And
and
they
they do
this.
this.
And it's actually quite unusual that they are this far out, and
So
but I make
they
it
come
interesting
from
because
the
I'm a bard.
mountains.
It's not a boring story. It's like one of those cool people on TV, like, you know, those cool science guys on TV who make it science cool. I do like
Breeze
that.
Nye, the science guy.
Yes, exactly. Yes, they come from the mountains.
So they come from the mountains. What are they doing out here?
That's what I want to know.
Well, the nearest mountains aren't for a week away.
And is there anything I can? Because I'm familiar. This is my neighborhood, kind of. Is there anything I would know as to what could have driven them from the mountains? Is there
Considering you already know
anything?
about stirges in great detail.
And considering I already know about stirges in great details,
Yeah,
considering I'm a sturge fan.
You're
You're
so
a
sad
sturge
to see
stan.
them all smushed. You wanted one as a pet for a kid.
I know,
Things that would have
probably.
potentially, well, with all of your studies in sturge ecology, apparently, it would seem that, considering that they're normally nocturnal, normally cave dwelling, usually animals won't leave their known territory patterns unless there is a lack of food or a greater threat or something that drives them out, basically. So clearly, something.
Do I know which mountains
Yeah.
they were driven from specifically?
If I take you back to the map for a moment,
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
where you would see, so they would be coming from the oh God, I can't pronounce my own words. Over here. The Dath Yaloranarel Ranges.
Oh.
Yes. Do you think I can pronounce my own word? Wait. Actually, I stand corrected. Nope. That's not where they came from. They came from here. I am off the chart somewhere. I was way too high north.
I was gonna say that's really far away.
Yeah, no.
I thought they were coming from like I don't know, WizFizz or something.
No, yes, you are correct, and I was a bit silly there. Over here, coming from these cans over here.
Which are called.
Yes.
Yes, we came from here all the way to here.
Yep.
So from Morrigan's Hollow, is that it?
Closer to, I haven't put a name on there, so I haven't actually named them, but around Roland's Rest and Corrigan's Hollow, up that way.
Corrigan's Hollow. Okay. So I know that. Okay, these are places I know quite well. I assume, considering. Okay.
Yes.
So do I have any idea what is there any particular predator that I'm aware of that could have driven them out of Corrigan's Hollow or thereabouts?
It could be any number of things. You're not really sure. Generally, the large predators of that area are not atypically known to be particularly cave dwelling. We're talking gummy bears, gummy worms, giant ants. Not really anything that would particularly appeal to the stirges, considering most of those things don't have actual blood. Blood
But that's
from a
what.
gummy
But
bear
any
just fills me with
predators?
horror.
Are there any giant gummy bear races that could have like moved into sturge territory?
Not that would have threatened the sturge's food source.
Okay.
Because they don't feed
But
on
not
the same
necessarily the
things.
sturges, but threatened the sturges themselves. Maybe they could have snapped on sturges, you know.
Generally, gummy bears and gummy worms and things like that don't atypically feed on living matter like that. The reason the thing you do know about this particular area is a lot of the stuff around the Sweet Hills primarily feed on the sugar and the foodstuffs, which is why the sweetlings are in constant battle against the gummy bears, the gummy worms, because being made of gummy and ice cream themselves, it makes them perfect prey.
Yeah, I would tell the captain, no, the noble gummy creatures of this region don't typically pose a threat to sturges. I do not know where they came so far south.
I have to somehow keep a straight face when you say the noble gummy race.
Are they not? Are they not? Are they really bad? But we'll talk about it later.
They have a sweet disposition.
Yeah, they got
a bit like tigers, you know, the noble tiger. It doesn't mean they're nice. It just means that they're like they are what they are, kind of.
I mean, I'm not really sure then. I might have to introduce you to the night captain when we get to Corkwood. I'm gonna have to report this after all.
Sounds good. And the night captain's name is?
The night captain's name of Corkwood is...
Insert placeholder here.
Captain Clasali Termitor of House Liliacy.
Have I heard
You
of him?
spell that.
I will put it in
Spell it
chat
and
for
have I heard
you.
Not me, I'm just forgetting to write notes again.
It's okay. Knight Captain Clasali Termitore of House Liliaceae. I'm probably butchering any Latin verbiage of that. I apologise. There we go.
Oh, the Latin nerds are going to get so angry with you.
Probably. I apologise.
Yeah, we'll lose all our Latin followers.
Well, he's off the Latin.
You never know.
Have I heard of him?
You have heard of her. She is one of the she is one of the knight captains that serves under the lady of the area. So the knight captains basically act as the town governors and report only to the Fey lords and ladies of the area. So she specifically serves Carney, the soft lady, making sure that people are, you know, paying their taxes and everything like that. So you would know of her, yes.
I know her pretty, yeah.
Yes, she holds a position of rank, basically. So considered reasonably high noble, essentially.
So she says the same thing, but in a slightly more nervous voice. Not like nervous this morning. Yes, she should be informed. Huh.
Well, I hope this hasn't ruined your journey. Don't worry,
It made Gladys's day.
Of course it did. That old biddy's crazy as a bunch of rocks in a sock. So, but don't worry, I'll get the cabin boy to come and clean up the deck and everything like this. So you don't have to worry about it.
I wasn't, but thank you for reassuring me.
Well, I know how unsightly it can be, and after all, you know, we want you to think that I'm sorry. I need to make sure that one of the Lemaries knows that we take good care of our fairies.
I wouldn't worry about that. You have a wonderful reputation, Captain. I should go check on the others. And she just walks downstairs.
Oh, if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let
Quite
me
well,
know.
thank you.
Before Braze is able to leave the room, what Sebastian would like to do is quickly wrap an arm around her shoulder and bring her forward towards Hasa and start with. Now, Hasa, I don't know if you got a good look from your end of the boat, but Breeze here did fantastic in that fight. We could not have made a
absolutely.
better decision bringing her along with us.
Absolutely, you are quite correct. Her handling of the injuries and that light show at the start, quite impressive.
And Breeze, your pet cat, like, damn, he's
He's
way
not my.
cooler than I gave him credit for.
Sebastian, I might point out, that is a tabaxi.
I'm not so sure about
breathing
that one,
humanoid.
mate. I've been, there was a few tabaxis back at Seeker's Respite, and I think I've noticed a few, shall we say, behavioral differences between the two.
Of course, there are differences in every culture.
I think this one might be a bit
more.
more cat than tabaxi, though.
That might be the case, yes, but they are not anyone's pet. I assume. I mean,
Looks
don't know
Breeze.
if you,
I raise an eyebrow because I like the idea of the mischief of pretending they are. So I raise an eyebrow, like, how do you know? Before
Don't keep
smiling.
shame.
and saying,
depends. Are you pro-slavery, Breeze?
if it's consensual.
Ah, okay.
But no, they are not my pet. They are their own person, and we only met a few hours before we headed onto the ferry. We barely know each other, actually.
Ah, fair
Wow.
enough.
You don't mind them
You're,
being invited
and-
along with us, do you?
I kind of shrug off Sebastian's arm because I want to try to, like, not storm off, but, like, walk off gracefully. I'm like, well,
Create a storm around you.
no, they are, but they do seem capable, if not mischievous. Perhaps I don't know if they play any instruments. Perhaps you could ask them?
They are a little
It's weird.
chaotic.
They'll make a fine mascot for the band, guys. I trust that.
Of course.
Bands need mascots?
Oh boy.
Sure.
Never seen a hype man before?
Oh, the bears. Okay, yeah.
And like any good band, we need a bit of security. And I figured, since he's a detective, seems to know his way around a frying pan, and otherwise might be able to help us out with our individual queries, we might ask where that Rick guy's going off to after the boat ride's over.
Yeah,
And-
his
and
friend.
obviously,
His friend might be a good idea too. The one that claimed to be a good shot. Don't know where he went though.
and Gladys, obviously. I mean, Gladys is a given, right? She's coming with us, no matter what.
I mean, if I remember correctly, she has a very what's the word? Promising professional career.
She can
In her
be
games.
swayed. She can be swayed, I think.
I believe she has a
She's already
hotel-
attained bingo victory. Yes, but that's
Bingo
the thing. She's
victory.
amassed a fortune. She's amassed that kind of victory. But perhaps now she just needs a bit of the old life, a bit of the old danger. I think Gladys should be part of the band. We should at least ask her.
Oh,
If she says no, she says no.
Speaking of danger, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go down to the main deck and help Ash put the sturge into the chest of preserving that he's still holding on to.
Oh my god.
still smoking. Okay, we'll ask. We'll see if Gladys is up for it.
See if Gladys is up for it. Ash is standing there, just kind of like waving the sturge around like it's flying, like a toy airplane.
After you, Breeze, as he gestures down the stairs.
Well,
He probably wasn't noticing, but she'd already scampered away like 5 feet.
Bao is going to just like after the whole combat had ended, Bao's gonna like kind of like squat down like a tiny bit to Gladys's level. It's like, I'm okay. You don't seem that great, health-wise. I saw that they were sucking a lot of blood from you.
Oh, it's all right, dear. I've got lots of blood to go around.
Oh,
I'm Gladys.
I wish I was like you though, and I got so much blood. Like looks at his spindly arms.
She's looking at you too.
Oh, yes, dear. You look like you need a good feeding up.
Mm.
She's actually got
Sounds
blood
like a
packs
good idea.
packed around her. She's actually into body part.
I mean, well, I've got these, whatever these are, on my rapier. Maybe I could make some sausages out of them or something.
Oh, I don't know about that. Generally, you shouldn't eat things that feed on blood, dear. You never know where they've been. That's how my first husband got heartworm.
Oh. I suppose not then. Kind of slides it off over the railing or something.
Yes, of course, the,
Oh, I'll take those.
He just kind of like picks them up before they slip off, like lifts the rapier up. He's like, oh, do you want these?
Yeah, very useful. Thank you.
He kind of just like bends the rapier so they just slide off onto his hands or something. Like into his hands or something like that.
Yep.
Yes.
Um,
Do you want to go get something to eat then? I didn't catch your name. To Gladys.
oh dear. Yes, I would let you take me in to go and get some, something to eat. I'm Gladys, dear. You can call me Granny.
You could call me Bao. Or as some formerly call me, Professor Smells.
Oh, you're a professor. Oh, you must be very smart.
That's what my papas tell me.
Oh, well, you should come and talk to me. Tell me some stories about your fathers.
I like the like arm thing, like where you put arms to kind of help somebody along.
Except she only comes up to your like knee.
It's more of helping him, gonna be honest.
She totters off with you to go get a cup of tea and a biscuit. It's been a lively morning.
Yep.
I was gonna head eventually down the deck to speak to Gladys.
Okay. Would you like to join them in the?
Yes, please.
During all of that, Iris and Phyllis never moved. They've been sitting there drinking tea, just watching it all happen.
I thought you said ibises were violent. I thought they'd love a bit of.
Oh no, they're
ultra-violence.
not violent. They're just intimidating as hell. They're
So
bullies.
maybe
They got the
She
bitch,
could-
like resting bitch face.
Yeah.
They're snakes.
she could have been imposing advantage, like by peering through the window, just giving everybody the death glare.
Gladys bullies the kitchen hands into getting her a cup of tea, getting you all a cup of tea.
Oh, I'd love a cup of tea. Gladys,
Sebastian will. Oh, sorry, but when Sebastian will join you guys at the table. But let Breeze continue. Sorry.
Are you sure? Me and the Bardstard sons have been discussing it. And Gladys, we would love to have you as... We don't know if you play an instrument, but even if you don't, everybody needs a hype man. And Gladys, we want you as part of the team. Will you join our band?
What did you say your band name was, dear?
The Bardstard Sons.
The Bastard Sons.
The Bard... The...
I was about to say,
Sons.
I thought I slept with them about 50 years ago.
Are you my mother? No, never mind. No.
I mean, I suppose I could extend my tour after the bingo championship, dear.
Do you play an instrument?
Oh, I play the gum leaf.
That's so funny. I was just saying the other day to Sebastian here, and I elbow Sebastian really hard, that what we need is a bit of gum leaf. I was like, that's the sound that we're missing. Gum
Needs
leaf.
more gum leaf.
Needs more gum leaf.
Oh, is it called the wobble board? Is that what it's called?
The washboard, do you mean?
No, the wobble board.
The wobble board. Essentially,
Oh.
it's a piece of, I think it's a piece of steel that you just shake up and
Wobble.
down, basically. It is an
Roll
Australian
Harris.
instrument. I will.
Oh, yes, I've had it, like the tire your kangaroo down.
Yeah, that
sort of
one.
thing. Yeah. She plays that. Of course she does.
Oh, yes. Well,
We need it.
I mean, I do have to finish the championships with the Raging Grannies first, though. We have to
Yeah,
take
and then,
Corkwood for all they've got.
Let me get your ether number.
Oh,
Your
of cour-
EN.
Of course, of course.
Okay.
And she pulls out a little notepad and writes it down for you to give to you. She also writes her address on it for her.
Social security number.
Yeah, she writes
her
her-
date of birth. Her mother's maiden name. Here you
all
go.
of her passwords.
Yes, an Amazon person keeps calling me every second week or so.
Bells
He's
is
a
like,
lovely man, and he tells me he wants to make me a queen. I just sent him.
Yeah, no, she writes down her number and her address.
If you need, just reach out to me, and I can always come and join you, dear.
The band won't be complete without you.
Oh,
In fact, we're thinking about renaming it Gladys and the Bardstard Sons.
oh, it's been quite a while since I was a frontman.
Oh, you've still got the gumption.
The beauty too.
Oh,
Indeed.
you're such flatterers. This is why I like doing this tour to Corkwood. All the young people are so lovely. At least you talk to me.
Yeah.
do people not
Who
talk?
Oh
But
no,
who
my
wouldn't talk to
children
you?
think I'm embarrassing.
They're embarrassing.
I was about to say the same thing.
You know who would
High
also...
five. Say mine.
You know, one thing I did notice, the handsome young gentleman that was fighting side by side with me. Is he a friend of yours? I had noticed that he was talking to your other friend the other night.
Oh,
Are we...
I don't
You
know.
can't see Rick. He's in the kitchen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
but
I know
I
the
look in that
answers.
direction. I look in that direction. Is she talking about Rick?
Yes, he is a soon-to-be good friend of ours. He's going to be invited on the tour as well.
Oh, he was very handsome. He has a look of danger about him. It does make the old heart race.
You're in luck,
You know
Gladys.
what?
He's coming with us. You'll have
And
all the time to swoon him.
You know, and I think in the heat of the battle, I saw him give you a look or two. You know that the heat of battle makes people go closer. That danger, it unites the hearts, as they say.
Oh, I know it does. Oh. I might have to ask him if he's free for a drink later. Do you think he's wealthy?
Look, Gladys, there are the men that you use for their money, and then there are men that you take for everything else. And I think he's at everything else. I think he's the passion and the power. He's not the money guy. You can get many guys anywhere.
Oh,
This is the romance.
Oh, I agree, but it's always nice if they have money.
It is
too.
nice.
Do you think you could go find him and kind of
Check
feel
if
it
he's
out
rich?
feel it out. For
Sure. I'm gonna head out and see. Go find Rick and see if he's rich. How do I get there?
Good job.
Hey,
Well, have fun, Val.
He's been listening. He's been listening the whole time, just shaking his head and taking swigs from his flask.
He's sitting in the kitchen taking swigs from his flask.
Yep.
So, Rick, are you rich?
Only in spirit.
Does that translate to monetary wealth?
No, it's in this. And I hold up the flask.
You have a liquor empire. Great, I'll tell her that.
He's covered, by the way, in blood and tears in his clothes as well.
No, the clothes have actually started repairing themselves.
Of course they have. You took men in, didn't you?
But they're still
Gladys?
covered in blood.
Yeah, you're still covered in blood.
Gladys, good news. He has a liquor empire.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He's a booze king.
Oh, that's nice to know. Maybe I'll pickle myself in my final days.
Which is a long time away. Long time away, Gladys.
Oh,
You'll outlive all of us.
oh, probably. I'm paying a lot of money to be cryogenically frozen.
However,
keep me in touch with you.
as you sit there and barter with Gladys to join your band, Hasa is out filling his chest of preservation with sturge wings and the like, I assume.
Yep.
Yep.
Once he's done with that, he's just gonna.
Sorry,
Rick
what
lights up another one of his stogies and gets a hit point back.
No. Yeah, he'll take the opportunity to just clean his hands off, and he'll head in to catch up with the rest.
While they Gladys and Breeze are like bantering and Bal's just listening, he's just giving like slight glances to Sebastian. Wary ones.
After a while, Gladys starts to doze off in her seat, just her head nodding over her teacup.
Oh.
Sorry, can I passive perception or passive insight bow right now?
Yep.
Both
Go
are
ahead.
16 at the base, if that helps.
I mean, he's not really trying to hide anything, but you got a 16, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he notices Bao acting weird with either of them, he'll use the other to like look closer. It's like if he notices passive perception, Bao casting glances his way, then he'll active insight Bao, which is probably going to be really high.
Well, Bao is just giving, like, he's tense at seeing you. It's wary, and he's not relaxed. You probably know something.
Hey, Bao,
Yes?
I wanted to extend an invitation to you to join our merry band. After seeing your work outside, I think you'll make a good fit.
Well, I don't know if my musical skills will be that great, though.
Well, every band needs a hype man, needs a bit of a mascot. You seem sharp enough. You might be able to learn.
Yeah. I mean, well, what kind of music do you play?
Both kinds.
What kinds? Of both kinds. There's many
Country
kinds.
and Western.
For now, we'll leave it at the good kind.
But there are many good kinds.
And we do all of them.
Oh, okay. I mean, sure. I'm not really going anywhere. So I
Great
might as well
news.
tag along.
Look over the other two. Easy as that. Negotiations finished.
Yeah. But he does notice Gladys nodding off and takes it as an opportunity to be like, hey, Gladys, do you want me to help you to your room? You're looking a bit sleepy there.
Oh, yes, dear. It's time for my mid-morning morning nap.
Alright. Kind of like helps her up. But you can kind of tell Sebastian that he's trying to get away from you. Avoid you a bit.
And on that uncomfortable little bombshell,
Oh, okay.
on that uncomfortable little bombshell of what is going on there, that's where we're going to wrap up for the evening.
Mystery.
The mystery.
He knows what he could know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
And so, thank you to everybody who showed up to watch. I hope you enjoyed. Join us here next week for the continuing adventures of the State of Anarchy and the adventures of the now named Bardstard Sons. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed, and we will see you, I guess, next week. If you have any questions in the meantime, you can send them through on my Twitter at Boomeadows or on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. I hope that you drink plenty of water, get plenty of sleep, look after yourself. That extends to the players. And we will see you all next time.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Ciao for now.